All right, y'all, we back. I don't know what the fuck just happened. My damn lights just malfunctioned. Hold up. I gotta turn this alarm off. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. My fucking internet cut out on us. Like, oh shit. Fuck going on in this bit?
Well, why did that bother you? Jane Doe said, I didn't get a Chanel bag. I didn't get a Chanel bag. She got a Chanel bag. I ain't getting no Chanel bag. I got a Bottega bag. Young Miami got a Chanel bag.
Yo, you ain't deserve a Chanel bag.
Puffy got me a Bottega
All you do is complain. Fuck you. Why do you deserve a Chanel bag? You complain all the time. You're not even accepting your role. You've been complaining about your role. Everybody plays a role, man. Hold up, yo. That shit just malfunctioned everything. God damn. Oh, all right.
I ain't getting no Chanel bag. I got a Bottega bag. Young Miami got a Chanel bag. His other girlfriend got a Chanel bag. Puffy got me a Bottega bag.
That's crazy.
Tenny Garregos asked her, what is a Bottega bag?
Hold up, yo.
Jane Doe says back to Puffy's lawyer.
No, she ain't deserve no Chanel bag, yo. Chanel bag about 10,000. Ain't that shit? Some crazy shit like that. 20,000. She couldn't even play her role right. What the fuck, yo? Fucking computer geeking. Hit that like button, y'all. I bet we had some technical difficulties. I'm gonna turn my computer off, turn it back on. I don't know what the fuck this. Well, I paid my bill. And I can't fix my fucking computer. I should have fucked the whole computer up. I don't know what the fuck happened. Hit that like button, y'all. I need to turn my fucking washing machine back on. Hold up. I don't know. Hit that like button. We ready to get back at it. We was going through Jane Doe Cross-Examination with Sean G. We is back with his eye. Yeah, the fucking lights cut out, internet cut off, disconnected me and shit. I said, God damn. Oh, so that's the issue. The internet ain't connected yet. Oh, yeah, it is. I thought it was maybe a storm going on out that bitch or something. We're gonna get back at it. We got a new title, yo. We don't believe our victims, man. It's a new title.
Everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth actually work?
Bro,
PA.
you get a month for
Yo, fucking
free.
long keep going on.
It's free. I'm sure you have one, but in a real smart tone. Jane Doe got smart with Puffy's lawyer once the conversation switched to Young Miami. She got mad. And Tenny Corregos, who that right there? Yo, Pam, what up? Pam Esquire. Pam, I see you. Once Tenny Corregos started talking about Young Miami on the Instagram and Puffy spending quality time with Young Miami and these other honeys, bought Young Miami a Maybach, Young Miami posting damn Chanel bag, and Puffy bought her a Bottega bag, right? So Jane Doe mad, she heated. So Tenny Corregos says, well, what is a Bottega bag? And Jane Doe said, I'm sure you have one. Got smart with Puffy's lawyer in the court. Everybody in the overflow, all the people in the overflow where I was at, was like, oh, right? Then Tenny Corregos came right back and says, how much do they cost? How much do the Bottega bag cost? Jane Doe said, however much my body costs. Tenny Corregos says, how much do the Bottega bag cost? Jane Doe said, however much my body costs. Live on the stand. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She said that. She said that. Jane Doe. Then Tenny Corregos said, how much do a Chanel bag cost? She said, I don't know. She said a Bottega bag costs anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000.
Who pedo?
So,
So you had pedophilia in this case?
After she gets smart and aggressive with Tenny Corregos like she want to fight, the judge looks over at Jane Doe, and Jane Doe looks up at the judge, and he tells her, I don't know what he said, you couldn't really hear it, but what the judge told Jane Doe was like, yo, you can't do that in here. You gotta chill with that. You can't be talking.
Young Miami was a soft spot for her. Better not mention Young Miami around this girl. She's gonna go crazy. She's gonna go berserk. I'll be mentioning Young Miami the whole cross-examination.
You have to maintain proper decorum, proper courtroom behavior, proper respect, right? You chose to be here from the choice decision you made. So the judge had to reprimand Jane Doe on the stand for getting smart with Tenny Gallegos, but it
Nah, she
all stemmed
posted.
from Young Miami.
Young Miami said she not online playing victim. Because Young Miami know what it was. If she was living like this, she knew what it is. Just like these girls. These girls knew what it was. They knew what they want to be a part of. You can't claim victim. When you was a participant, you wanted the lifestyle. You just ain't know what all that came with it. You ain't know this was part of the lifestyle. But you're not a victim.
She hate Young Miami. Jane Doe is obsessed with Young Miami. So check this out. Jane Doe herself, Tenny Gallegos, goes back to questioning her, and Jane Doe said, "Can I take a break?" Jane Doe came out. She said, "Can I take a break?" Jane Doe, in her own words, said, "Sidebar. I need a sidebar. Young Miami made me take a sidebar. That Chanel bag, I need a sidebar. I need a sidebar."
Young Miami young.
Yo, Jane Doe herself looked to the judge and said, "Can I take a break?"
Hell yeah, she jealous.
Yo, her neck was hot. She goddamn started sweating. Jane Doe said, "I need a break. I need a break."
And Young Miami is younger than her too.
Gotta get away.
A lot younger.
Gotta get away. Escape. I need a break. Listen. Young Miami is in this girl's head,
And
man.
thicker too.
Word is wrong, man.
Definitely thicker.
Yeah. Jane Doe, yo, and the jury, when she, Tenny Gallegos said, "Yo, what is a Bottega bag?"
Hell
Jane
yeah.
Doe said, "I'm sure you have one. Like, get mad. Don't get mad with Tenny Gallegos. Get on the phone and call that girl from Miami. Call Young Miami yourself and tell Young Miami you mad with her and you want to meet up with her to straighten it out. Tenny Gallegos ain't got nothing to do with that. Why are you calling off on her? Call Young
I would
Miami,
use Young
straighten it
Miami's.
out.
I would use her name the whole cross-examination. You see that's the soft spot. You gotta attack that. I would show the world, show the jury that this girl was jealous, and her whole testimony is based off of jealousy. Like we just learned the Diddy trial,
So when
R.
she
Kelly
gets
case.
smart,
In
when
the
she
last
gets
live.
smart and aggressive with Tenny Gallegos, the jury sitting right here. The jury is seeing all of this.
Have you heard about Ryoko Pro? This is
Y'all
the
ain't been on the
cutting-edge
last
portable
live.
Wi-Fi hotspot.
Y'all gotta go back and see what they did to R. Kelly recently. Dirty work.
Tenny Gallegos. Shout out to Tenny Gallegos. Tenny Gallegos said, "How much does a Bottega bag cost?" And Jane Doe said, "However much my body costs."
What the fuck does that mean?
Confirming that she is in it for the money, that she is with Puff to extract money from him.
Yep, she fucking for money.
And the jury's sitting right there. So, in my estimation,
She fucking for money. She's a prostitute.
everything the prosecution did in the direct examination got undone and destroyed by Jane Doe, the government witness.
No, she was. Why
that
else
the
would you?
prosecution met with
Why else
24
would you accept that type of treatment? That's what I'm saying. You can't claim a victim in that sense. You knew what it was. You was there for the perks. Yo, it's like this, right? It's like this. Yo, I don't like quid pro quo is wrong. It's fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? It's fucked up for a man to use power, influence, or over top of a woman to get sexual favors. You understand what I'm saying? But you can't do that to anybody. Just like it's wrong for a man to do that to a woman, It's also wrong for a woman to do that to a man. It's also wrong to be in that situation and know that you're sacrificing your morals, your principles, your integrity, because you see some type of financial benefit. You see some type of future. In other words, on any other day of the week, you wouldn't be fucking with this guy. But so I just can't say you can't be a victim when he's getting something from you, you getting something from him. What my man say, fair exchange ain't no robbery. You understand what I'm saying? You got the lifestyle. You got the drugs, because she was on drugs. She probably got drugs on demand. You got perks. And in exchange, he got what he wanted. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. And that's what a lot of these situations was. It's not sex trafficking. It's not RICO. This is two consenting adults using each other for whatever they can use each other for. And they all benefiting one way or another. Diddy is getting his sexual gratifications coming to light. He getting satisfied that way. She getting satisfied monetarily. Like, that is not sex trafficking through force or coercion. That's a fucking swinging relationship. That's a party lifestyle.
Four times. They met with J. Doe 24 times.
Hey, yo, I'm calling
and
no
they
fucking.
prepped her.
Do you see the title, Miss Merlin? We don't believe all victims here. You might be one. You probably lied on somebody in your motherfucking life. Don't victim shaming. Don't come up with that dumbass shit. I don't know what the fuck that means. What the fuck does victim shaming mean? Please explain that to me. Where does victim shaming mean? Who are victims? These girls ain't no motherfucking victims when they benefiting. They knew what it was. They could have left. Diddy told this girl to leave 25 times. I counted. 25 times in her testimony, Diddy told her to leave. She stayed. And stayed again. And stayed again. And stayed again. You ain't no motherfucking victim. You knew what the fuck you stayed for. You stayed for the benefits.
2 times how to handle cross-examination, but they must didn't say Young Miami's name in the practice. Hey, they must didn't say, they must didn't hold up a Chanel bag and say, look at that Chanel bag.
Young Miami is
and
bad
hold
though,
a picture
bro.
of a Young Miami.
I ain't gonna lie to her. Young Miami is bad.
Young Miami, she losing, man. She losing. Hey, the prosecution didn't prepare for that. Hey, but Jane Doe, let me ask you a question. Why you get mad when Tenny Garregos? Tenny Garrego is just an attorney that you met. You met with Tenny Garregos several times before you flipped and became a cooperating
I don't think so, man.
witness against Puff.
I was talking about that the other day. I don't think
when you was down with Puff.
I don't think Diddy did freak off some multiple women. I think he did freak off with one woman at a time. That was her role. What I'm saying is, right? You got money like that, right? Ask Randy yesterday. Even if you don't got money like that, if you out here playing women or dealing with multiple women, like that's the game you playing. You might got a woman you stay with. You might got a woman you just call for money. You might got a woman you just call for sex. Like, that's your relationship. Daphne relationship with Diddy was freak offs. That's all it was. Now, Young Miami, that was his walk around girl. That was the girl for the image. That was the girl for the lifestyle. You understand? Like, if people live like this. Like, this is not RICO. This is normal behavior. Well, it's abnormal freakiness. But I'm talking about the fact that how he was dealing with these women, how each woman had a different role in his life. Yo, that's normal behavior when that's the life you live in. It's not RICO. It's not sex trafficking. It ain't none of that.
Puff. Then you flip the script, and you start
Shit, fuck,
working
you can
against Puff.
take it away from women. Women do it. Women do it to men. This my boyfriend. This the guy. This my mechanic. This the guy I get money from. This, like it's that's the game. If that's the lifestyle you live in, that's the game you play. It ain't just men versus women. Women do it to men. It's the game, man. It ain't sex trafficking.
To send him to prison for 30 years. Jane Doe says, I was mad and jealous of Young Miami and Sheena.
She jealous of everybody.
Livy P. I was jealous of Gina and Chelsea.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough time in the day to get back to the point. I don't think it's enough time in the day for Diddy to do freak offs to all four of them women. I just think he had one, and that was her. That was her role in his life to fulfill his sexual desires. And when you got money, you can make things like that happen, and that's what he did. Diddy liked porn. He made porn happen. Found his own porn stars. Recorded it. He didn't sex traffic this girl.
Young Miami.
This girl probably paid her bills in 2 years. Didn't even pay her bills for 2 years now. You bill for them. I know little pimps that be paying hoes bills, man. I thought sex traffickers made money. Like, this is a sex trafficking case where all we heard about him doing is spending money. He ain't make a dime off this girl. The fuck, if he knew he was gonna get indicted, he might as well made some money off of it at least. That nigga probably lost $500,000 fucking around with this girl, and the feds locked him up for sex trafficking. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That's bogus.
Because I felt like for 3.5 years, I had wasted my life.
Oh, 3.5 years. She ain't paid the bill.
Nothing done in 3.5 years.
Probably is for the million.
Said,
You ain't
oh,
lying.
yeah? What'd you say? You said what? So the 3.5 years you was with Puff, it was a waste of time? Is that what you said? Teddy Capricos said, Jane Doe. Didn't Puffy spend quality time with you? Take you shopping? Take you to dinners?
Right, so the mom, what
Yes.
it is.
Don't you have a swimsuit
Look,
brand line of clothing?
look. What I just say? Yeah, I need to represent Diddy. Diddy hired me, man. I'm available. I'm ready to quit my job and go to the defense team. They did put me on there. I just said this, yo. Like, cause that's what it is. That's what it is. Fuck you, man. You ain't benefit. Yeah, the fuck you did. Probably benefited more than him. All he did was lose money. All these people benefited, man.
Don't you have a dress brand line of clothing? Yes. Didn't Puffy invest $20,000 in your swimsuit? Yes. Did Puffy ever ask you for the $20,000 back? No. Jane Doe, before you are living in the house you living in now, where were you living? I was living in an apartment.
Oh my god, he didn't put this bitch in the
How many
mansion.
square feet?
My bad, I didn't mean to call her a bitch. God damn, she pissing me off.
1,400 square feet.
Low ass apartment.
Where do you live now? I live in a house. How many square feet is the house? 5,300 300 square feet.
Jesus Christ. He done took out a shoebox and put it in the baby mansion. That was bigger than mine. Double mine. That's a big ass house. My house 2,000 and some change. That shit 5,000. Yo, she was living in a shoebox, a closet. And she didn't benefit? Yo, they knew what they came for, man. You are not no victim, yo. We gotta stop. Yo, we gotta stop throwing this victim word around, yo. We need to reserve that word for people that deserve it. Like when you call people like her victims, you water down the real victims. It's real victims out here, yo. I don't know if people knew that or not. These ain't them. These not. They knew what they came for. They was complicit in it. They set up freak offs. They met up with sex workers. They paid sex workers. These ain't victims. These are willing participants. And they benefited greatly. Yo, 5,000 square feet. Yo, how big is the yard? God damn. Yo, she in a baby mansion, y'all. She probably had 5 rooms, 7 rooms in that bitch. Pool out back. I mean, white picket fence. Somebody come through, cut the grass. That girl was living lovely, fucking around with Diddy. Just so happened, she had to fulfill his desires. But that's what she signed up for. That's what she signed up for that.
And you live in this 5,300 square feet house.
Didn't you
for
put me
you
on
and your
defense team?
child.
I'll get them off.
Isn't that something? And while Tenny Garagos is laying this out, everybody in the overflow is like, oh, ooh, oh, shit. Did Puffy take you to New York City, Miami, Los Angeles, Turks and Caicos?
Ain't there for
Bahamas?
so it is a mansion
Took
there.
you on trips? Yes. Didn't you spend quality time alone with Puff? Yes. So how could you say that the 3.5 years was nothing? He gave you over $150,000 in cash over the course of your relationship. He paid $10,000 security deposit first month rent, $10,000 security deposit last month rent, security deposit $40,000.
And brought your furniture home. Come on, y'all. They wild as shit.
Check me out.
I agree with the girl from Chicago the other day that said Diddy was fucking with the wrong bitch. Because ain't no fucking way she supposed to be on the stand testifying against this man. Ain't no way how. Ain't no way.
Need 1,000 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Let's put it on 1,000. Shout out to Jack LeGreg on the Cash App tip. Jack, thank you, man. Stacey Owens, Lawrence Armstrong, Larry Bethia, and fucking you. Text Puffy back. When can I see you? Jane Doe. Text Puffy back. And they read this in court as I'm reading it off my notes. Check my notes out. Look at my notes. I got the yellow paper. So my ink stand out better than your ink. You write
funny as shit.
your notes on white paper. I write mine on yellow paper. So my ink stand out better than your ink. My notepad better than your notepad. Puffy, I'm on a plane. You turn me the fuck out. I keep thinking about you. When can I see you?
No, right, no.
Jane Doe.
He glossed over that. That is heavy words. You turned me out. I mean, she enjoyed it. Salute to Massachusetts. You turned me out. He showed her the life, yo. She didn't know the life. Yo, see, yo, people, if you, yo, I done lived the life, not to this level, not to this freakiness, but I done lived the party life, yo, where every day is a party, is always girls around. We you know what I mean? Drugs is fluent. Yo, this is the lifestyle, yo. And a lot of women, especially younger women, she was older at this time, which is a little bit different. But when you growing up, man, you can get lost in that lifestyle, man. Some people want to live that lifestyle forever, but you can't. Can't live that lifestyle forever. That lifestyle runs out. Especially if you ain't got this type of money, you can't do that shit forever because all of that shit costs money, time, everything. But if you never lived this type of lifestyle, you ain't gonna understand it. You understand? Like, yo, Diddy was living a party life, and he brought this girl in, and he showed her the party life, and she enjoyed it. She enjoyed it. Said she turned me out. She want to freak off. Shit, they were doing it 3 times a week. She want to make it 4 now. But then get on the stand and play victim. Like she wasn't in control. Even though he told her to leave 35 times.
Jane Doe texts Puffy back. Daddy, I wish I had your dick slide up and down in my clit and fucking you and you making me come.
This don't sound like a victim to me, y'all. I swear. Maybe I don't know what it is. You don't typically hear victims sound like this.
This is what they saying in court. This is what they saying in court. You filming me? What you gonna do with it? Yes, you can. Come here. Say hi to my people. Since you filming me. Come on.
She wasn't threatened. He told her to leave. Just the facts? Yo, your name is Just the Facts. So do we totally disregard the fact that Diddy told her to leave 25 times? Like, where does that stand in this equation? Like, does that not matter? Does it not matter that Diddy told her to leave 25 or 30 times? Have you been keeping up with this? How many times you counted? Because I lost count. I done heard this so many times. This was during direct examination. This was when the prosecution was talking to her. I done heard several times when this girl was complaining and Diddy said, you can leave. You don't have to be here. But I ain't gonna be paying your bills no more. That's not fair. If you dealing with a girl and you stop fucking with her, do you still pay her bills? Like, why are people not using common sense? Do you still pay her bills? If I got an artist that I'm dealing with and I motherfucking send her to the studio with another artist and she fucked that artist, are you not gonna want your money back? Like, yo, what is wrong with people? Are you not gonna want your money back? I gave you $20,000 for a Kid Cudi feature. You fuck Kid Cudi. Pay me back. People are so manipulated by the media. They not even using their own brain. Anybody would want their money back in that sense. What the fuck did I pay for? If you was gonna fuck them, you could have did it. The feature should have been free. Like, come on, yo, we gotta use common sense, yo. Stop letting the media manipulate and control the narrative, man.
Just say hi. What's your name? You want to call and you filming me at the same time? Let me see it. Oh, okay.
No money
She
talk.
filming me. She on a call, y'all.
None.
Jane Doe, text the Puffy.
Why does it matter?
I don't have the videos of us doing hotel nights. Can you send me some good ones? Emoji.
Slam dunk, what it do?
I'm your naughty girl.
Look.
Puffy. We don't have to be debaucherous. Jane Doe. Laugh out loud. LOL. I've been having a fantasy in my mind.
Here we go.
The next time I see you, I'm going to do something different.
Damn.
Puffy, text her back.
What the fuck
We
is she
don't
do?
have to do Molly. Jane Doe, we can get slutty the following day.
Here she go.
Puffy, we don't have to go crazy the rest of the year. Let's switch it up. I believe it when I see it.
He must find another one.
Jane Doe, I love your intensity. I love our level of eroticism. It's on another level. Puffy said, nope.
Definitely don't sound like
you
her,
beg
Keisha.
for debauchery. Jane Doe, you definitely intoxicate me. Every stroke you give me.
Come on, yo. Get the fuck out of here. Get this girl
Do
to
you
stay.
remember the time? Do you remember the time when we fell in love?
Get this girl to stand, man. Impeach her,
I
please.
love Michael Jackson.
All that line she
I
did.
love Michael Jackson. And I don't believe nothing what they said about Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson. When he was with the Jackson 5 and had the big afro back in 1975. Wasn't nobody bigger than the Jackson 5. Nobody.
Come on, yo.
All right, Jane Doe. Prince couldn't mess. Prince money though. Prince mean.
Prince can mess Michael
I'm a
Jackson.
Prince fan. Prince is all that. But he ain't no Michael Jackson though. He ain't no Michael Jackson though. How you doing? Excuse me. I'm live on my YouTube. You want to say hi to my people?
Yeah, Michael Jackson top tier, man. Ain't nobody fuck with no Michael Jackson.
Jane Doe. Do you remember the time we had that? You remember the time we had? That was intense. I can't believe.
Hey, Sean G gonna say that
came
next.
At the same time. I wish you were here so we could watch our videos on TV and lock ourselves in the room all day. Puff.
I thought he was forcing to watch the videos. I thought he was using them videos as leverage. She wanted to watch the video. Yo, come on, y'all. We gotta be able to see through this, yo. Yo, if we allow Diddy to get convicted on these trucked up charges, yo, I'm telling you, it's gonna open up Pandora's box. Ain't that what Jane Doe called it when she got first introduced to the free calls? It's gonna open up Pandora's box, man. Like, yo, this is bogus. This is bogus, man. She said Diddy used the videos as a way of manipulation, as a way of control. Now you got text messages saying we can get together, we can watch the videos over lunch. We can invite Darn over and Paul. Like, man, come on, y'all. This girl loved it.
If he texts her back, tomorrow night we're gonna do it. Jane Doe texts him back, okay, and puts the water emoji. Water, 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 water. You know how you be with a honey? You be texting with a honey, and y'all be talking sex, and then you put maybe the eggplant, and then you put the water, water, water. All Jane Doe's emojis, the Puffy, be the water, water, water.
Look,
water, water, water.
Slippery with wet. That could be baby oil. We need more
Christmas,
baby oil. Order it up.
Jane Doe. Boy, yeah, there it go right there. There
Yellow
it go right
water.
there. Everybody put the water. Everybody put the water, water, water up there. That's what Jane Doe be sitting the puff. She's sitting at the puff. Put the water in there. Where that water at? There it go. There it go. Every time she texts Puff, that be her emoji. Water, water, water.
That's probably all she texts. Water emoji. Diddy know what time it
Now
is.
listen.
Freak off time. She ready.
But sometimes me too.
Straight up,
if I be
Keisha.
texting with a honey, I be like this. I be texting with a honey. And she take me there. I put water, water, water too. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And you know what she do back to me? You know what the honey do back to me? She send me the water, water back too. She know what it is. She know what the fuck it is. She know what it is. She better send it back. She better send it back. Or she won't see me. Alright, so on Christmas, Jane Doe bought Puffy's 3 daughters some teddy bears for Christmas. And Puffy texted her, that was so sweet. Jane Doe text Puffy back saying, the way you made me come, I've never came that hard before in my life.
Oh yeah, yeah. No. This is freakiness times 10. Like this is no. I don't think most of us is ever going to experience this level of freak. You feel me? You got to be a billionaire to get this level of freakiness out of motherfucker. You heard me? Like this is next level freaky shit, y'all. That's why 50 is so upset at Diddy. 50 couldn't make her do this. Now 50 had this type of bravado to pull this off. You feel me? This is only Diddy antics.
And wet. You light my fire. You blow my mind.
Diddy pretty probably somewhere mad as a bitch.
That's Jane Doe.
Probably somewhere 5 for 4 custody. If I was Diddy, I would 5 for 4 custody immediately. Fuck that. Man, give my child from this girl. She freaky as a motherfucker. It'll tell her what she doing.
What y'all want from me?
He tight as a motherfucker.
That was it. That was the end. So we ended early today. Tomorrow, court don't start until 1 o'clock. So I will not be doing, I may come, you know what? I may come and do an early joint. Even though court is not going to start.
Now let's see what old Tisa Tells is lying about today. I know she put up a lying ass video. See what the fuck she talking about. Her lying ass. We need to talk about Jane Doe. Oh yeah, so they tried to impeach a juror today, or trying to remove a juror.
Here at Going Gone by Dick's Sporting Goods. Find a store.
Let's see what she got to say about the juror they trying to move. Her lying ass.
What does a lifetime warrant?
Hey man, fight the motherfuckers, man. That's all I can tell you.
I gotta go back into the courthouse, but let me just tell you, oh my God.
Fight the motherfucker like you mean the fight is on. You know, don't back down.
When I say Jane Doe has been going in, right? When I say Jane Doe has been going in on Diddy, I am not joking. Now we were talking about what was going on.
Appreciate it.
Okay, we were talking about what's going on with juror number 6, okay? The prosecution wants juror number 6 gone. Diddy's team is begging. We were supposed to stay till, there is so much going on. We were supposed to stay till 5 tonight. We just found out that we're only staying till 3 p.m. There is something major going on, and there's protests going on all over New York City, well, at least where I am, right? There is major stuff going on. The defense is saying, no, it's cool. Juror number 6 can stay. The prosecution is saying, get them out of there.
I don't know. They haven't said.
Juror 6 is part of a little clique. It makes me think. Now, here's the one thing I want to say, right? A lot of people don't realize this. Juror number 6 has no idea anything's going on. Juror number 6 is, number 1, not supposed to be watching any press, not supposed to be reading anything. All these conversations you hear are conversations we hear. All these conversations you get here are conversations that we are privy to in the courtroom, okay? However, the jury is not there, so they don't know what's going on. I've been watching juror number 6 all day. They've been taking notes, chilling, one leg kicked up. I don't think they know what's coming. Now, here's the issue. What could it be for? Why would prosecution want to get a juror struck and pull in one of the alternates? This is on the heels of Diddy nodding, looking, being accused of, and being admonished by the judge of trying to communicate with the jury. Now, listen, I'm not saying jury. Hey, I'm not saying. Hey, Lauren. I'm not saying that Diddy's I'm not saying that Diddy would ever try to buy a jury member, and I'm not saying that the jury members would ever actually try to be bought.
That is what you're saying.
What I am saying is, what is Diddy in jail for? Why is Diddy in the MDC? Why every single time he got
Yeah, she wild,
this?
man.
My friend Todd said that he is literally cosplaying Martin Lawrence from the Life movie, right? Right? Why does every night does he have to go back to the rats and roaches instead of fighting this in his 1-star island mansion or literally being in the hotel, right? Somewhere in New York? Because witness tampering, obstruction of justice, bribery.
Yo, that is a lie, y'all. If she keep telling that same lie. Yo, she is talking about the testimony that we listened to yesterday from Sean G. Page. When Sean G was talking about when Cassie wrote that lawsuit and that lawsuit got dropped, I think it was in January or March or June of 2024, Diddy linked up with Jane Doe. Spent time with her, spent a couple of days with her. The feds is trying to say that was witness tampering. But at the time, the feds haven't talked to her. She wasn't a witness at that time. So how the fuck is that witness tampering? You understand what I'm saying? She wasn't cooperating with the government at that time. That was before the indictment. The feds, well, she is trying to keep saying that is witness tampering. The feds is also trying to say that was witness tampering. But how is that witness tampering when at the time she wasn't a witness? Like, yo, that is bogus. That's a bogus narrative that mainstream media is pushing, and she pushing it too. It's bogus.
Did he be so bold and so stupid as to try to approach a juror and do what he can to swing the case? I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know. But you know I'm going to talk about it. So where are we at, okay? Juror number 6 doesn't even know that they are in trouble. Now, juror number 6 has a little click. It's not who you think it is, okay? We're keeping up whatever. But there have been concerns from that little click. I already said it before that I thought Brian Still's folders kind of broke the dam. I thought that was a big mistake to let those folders be passed around.
Exactly.
Why?
That's
because
witness
the jurors
tampering.
got comfortable with each other. They were talking to each other. Now, they could have been talking about what they ate for breakfast. But from a prosecution team, I don't want juries
witness tampering.
I do not want.
Go look at that live we did earlier. Witness tampering is what the federal government did to fucking R. Kelly. That was grade A witness tampering. Like, I don't even fuck. Somebody need to go to jail for that shit they did in R. Kelly case.
Communicating at all. I would think the defense would want the same thing. Again, we were told these were going to be some long days on cross-examination. I will say one thing. This cross-examination, I don't think, went the way that Teddy Garagos thought it would. Now, Teddy Garagos, let me just say this, right? Diddy's legal team is $1 million legal team. I see why Teddy's getting the money. We've already seen several times why Westmoreland's getting the money, why Xavier's getting money, why Brian Still's getting the money. Mark Garagos, you told Diddy to keep Cassie's name out of it. But then again, everybody did drag him for making an apology. The funny thing is, Mark Agnafilio, Yana, he was the one that told Diddy, leave Cassie's name out of the apology. She might be a federal grand jury witness. Diddy got dragged up and down for that. Now, here is the interesting thing about that. When he did the apology without Cassie's name, it went like a lead balloon. I do want to say this. How come nobody told Diddy? There's option C. Option A is that you put Cassie's name in it. Option B is that you make the apology and you don't. Option C is, how about y'all sit down and don't do anything? Scuba Girl, thank you so much for the super chat. And Positive Beauty Studio, thank you for the super chat, right? I also feel like, other people. I'm going to post, if you sent me a super chat in the last live I have to shut down, I am going to post a special thank you. And in the next live, when I sit down, I'll actually read your names out. I see everything. Thank you so much. And I'll read your comments too. But you know how it is with me and lives and all this stuff. Okay, right? So, okay. So anyway, right? Okay, so Mark Agnafilio, I guess he's worth his money too, right? Because he let Diddy know what was coming. Mark Agnafilio and his connects were the ones that back then when everybody's calling me a liar, and I was like, yo, Diddy is under federal investigation. Mark Agnafilio was in Diddy's ear saying, yo, my boy, wake up. Don't touch me. You got baby on your hands. You got baby. Don't touch me. Okay, KK, come get him. KK, come get him, right? But he was like, yo, wake up. You under federal, a grand jury is being convened. You under investigation. Don't say Cassie's name, but how come nobody told Diddy there was a B? A, apology in Cassie's name. B, apology without Cassie's name. Or C, no apology, no apology, no apology.
Yeah, that apology
the fact
means
that out of
nothing.
all these ragtag legal
Like
teams,
that,
there were
but that
no
apology means nothing in the grand scheme of things. Like whether he apologized or not, it means he paid the money. It don't matter if he apologized or not. It's a good thing he didn't say a name because they would have probably tried to call that fucking witness tampering. Like, what are you talking about? I'm really fast forward. She ain't saying nothing important.
I'm disgusted. I was disturbed. I was disgusted. No. And I just want to say sorry. Love. Okay, Diddy. So you go, I worked on myself. I got help. Man, shut up, right? Anyway, no. You know what? As Diddy has taught me, violence does not have a place in anything, even jokes. But if it did...
Yo, but this the same girl yesterday that just said that Jane Doe smacked Diddy head against the wall, but he ain't had no bruises. Jane Doe punched Diddy in the did all these things to him, but like she is mad biased. But I mean, bias is not bad when you telling the truth. Like she is spinning the truth and turning them into lies. You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna spin, at least spin it honestly. Like you're spinning away from the truth intentionally.
Shut up. Go sit in a beat. Sit your dumb ass up and go make some beats, Diddy. But all jokes aside, you literally basically hit us with the I got therapy, I got help. Where are these therapy bills? Where are these help bills? What therapist did you find to tie their license to you? Because I'm sure.
Well, where's the police reports? Where's the police reports for all these incidents that they said Diddy committed? All these crimes. Where's the doctor visits? All these people, I had to get on antibiotics. I had all these urinary tract infections. Where's the documentation that can back any of these things up to make them facts? Yo, it's a whole bunch of people on trial just talking. A whole bunch of people under immunity that was facing prosecution just talking.
Because they lying, I'm thinking that message retroactively, but I really want to know what happened with the therapy. I think it was Better Health, Unlimited, and I'm not even joking. I looked at that and been like, first of all, you look like the devil. You look like you've been high, drunk, and partying. Those eyes are yellower than cat piss. What are you doing? Second of all, and this is where Victim literally had me cracking up. You know she was in that courtroom roasting Diddy? Talking about he had gray gums. He's definitely bi, but probably too scared to say it in his truth. And said, I think he's in the cluckle. She said Diddy had gray gums. She said, you want to make me look like I'm a gold digger, baby? I'm going to tell you what I went through. Anyway, I mean, it was the truth. It was the truth. In any case, right? She was roasting them and didn't even realize it. I was just like, oh my God.
I don't even know, y'all. We don't have no information. Right? We don't have no information on this girl, y'all. We don't know where she's from. It's no information on this girl. Like she just came out of nowhere. I don't trust her. I think she's working for a corporation. Be honest. I think she's working for a corporation. Who knows her? Anybody went to school with her? I mean, is anybody in her comments that can say, oh, Tissa, you remember me from high school? We used to do this, that, and the third together. Like, where the fuck did she come from? She's heavily promoted on YouTube.
Did you look at that and you're just like,
and she never goes against the grain. I keep telling you, I probably got to say it on every live damn near. Watch out for them people that never go against the grain. That's not normal. That's strange. That's strange to never go against the grain. So you just gonna believe everything mainstream media say, even though especially when it comes to black people, even though mainstream media has been a motherfucking thorn in the black community hip for 60 years. You just gonna always run with that narrative. Make me think you running with them.
The apology. Sometimes, forget about the politics. Sometimes you just have to stand in your truth. Honeybee Therapy, thank you so much for the super chat. Somebody said, oh my God, what are gray gums? Literally, gums, gray. He said he had gray gums. Again, to me, I think she was trying to say he had gingivitis or something, but it was given like crackhead energy because how do you get gray? Not great graying.
She called the man a crackhead. Yo, goddamn, you called the man a crackhead yesterday. Like, the man ain't smoked no crack. Like, stop putting, like I said, Diddy a lot of things, yo, but crackhead, heroin injector, you feel me? Like, I don't think he was doing none of that, man.
Gums.
I remember that.
Graying gums. How do you get gray? Like, are you being deprived of oxygen? But that's what they're also trying to push this narrative that he was out of control crackhead. That doesn't actually really fly because how do you build a multi-billion-dollar company but you a crackhead? How are you the mogul, the father, and all these things? Those two things don't exist. But now we're supposed to believe you a crackhead, and she was just like, nah,
why is she calling you a
because she really
crackhead,
liked
yo?
taking care of him, and she like neutral.
Like, oh, she trying to nail that point home. Like, yo, stop calling the man a crackhead, man. The man ain't smoke. There's no evidence we heard that say Diddy was smoking crack. Like, come on now, don't put crackhead on the man. He might have took ketamine. He might have sniffed cocaine. He might have did GHB. He might have smoked weed. He might have took perks. Yo, but he ain't smoked crack. Like that. Come on now, don't do that to the man.
But again, to me, it's given the whole
That's what she did.
lover boy.
I wonder. Dang, it's running that once or something. Hold on, let me turn my Wi-Fi on.
He convinced you that you needed, wanted, and that you could save him, right? Save him with your love. Again, me, I'm not in the men I have to save, baby. Y'all see me. I'm a mess, right? Y'all see me. I can't even go. Like, I'm always like, I actually need someone to come in and be like, here, let me put some order in your life. Let me help you. So I'm not into men that I have to baby and save. Baby, no, because at the end of the day, I think you're going to hate me for it. The same. For they might help them, but then your mom's being too overbearing. Okay, not my thing, but I know a lot of women are into this. Oh, Tyrone Blackburn, what's up, Esquire? Said Juror 6 has been a problem since the first week. I think that whole... Oh my God, a bumblebee's trying to kiss me. A bumblebee's trying to kiss me. I knew I shouldn't have worn. I just tried a new edge gel, the edge booster one, the grape flavor. I think the bumblebee's in love with my edge control.
These may look like dentures or partials, but in fact, it's some of the newest dental implant technology, and you can get them at Nuvia Dental Implant Center. All the features of original teeth, but with even more benefits.
It smells like sweet honey flowers in my hair. Anyway, sorry guys. Finish China. So anyway, my whole point of the matter is a lot of those, and the thing is, juror number 6 doesn't know that he's actually in trouble. For them, they don't know. It could be a he or she, we don't know, right? But they don't know. When I say he, that means they or she, okay? Don't read too much into it, right? But anyway, Positive Beauty Studio 7 said, girl, I didn't send you enough for a coffee. Sending love, support, and positive vibes. This isn't enough for a coffee. What you talking about? I be getting my coffee from the newsstand. I don't need any Starbucks.
Games,
be getting that $3.89 cup of coffee, right? So anyway, right? Listen, I was on Nancy Grace. I'm going to be on Nancy Grace today. I was on Nancy Grace yesterday. Hopefully.
Look, she on all the mainstream platforms. Where you go outside, man? I don't know what the fuck going on. What they doing in the area. But I don't see no motherfucking construction out this bitch. Yeah, she full of shit, man. She full of shit. On that bitch lying for views. But that's what people into. People like a lie. You know what I mean? People like being told lies. People are paid for lies. And that's what the fuck be going on with that girl, man. People cash apping the shit out of her. She probably made 20,000 off of cash apps and super chats, lying to the world about Diddy. She done told so many lies over that bitch. Is crazy. If Diddy beat this case, I wonder what our viewers gonna say. I wonder how she gonna spin that narrative. A lie is easier than accepting the truth. You ain't lying. I wonder how she gonna spin that narrative. If Diddy beat this case, cause you know I remember when she was going in on the Tony Busby lawsuits and talking about all the pedophilia and Diddy did this with a child and all that wild shit. And then when it came out that Tony Busby was full of shit and he was an extortionist, she flipped out of that. I don't know how people just allowed her to do that. Nobody even said nothing. I've been telling people Tony Busby was an extortionist for like 6 months, at least. How long have we been telling y'all about telling people how Tony Busby was and how you can't trust him? The minute I read that lawsuit, when he took on a guy case, and he told the guy it was $1 million case, and then the money that was coming from the union, he was paying the guy the money that supposed to have been paid back, but he was charging him interest. And it wasn't even Tony Busby money. That was money that was supposed to be paid to the guy until his lawsuit was settled. And the guy ended up with like $5,000. Like after the law, he settled for 300-something thousand. But after the lawsuit was settled, he got a $5,000 check. Man, once I seen that, I said, oh no, he's so fuck him. Hey, you can't trust nothing he said. Y'all remember we read those documents? I said, man, you can't trust nothing he said. That was like, what type of lawyer is you? That's how you treating your clients? That shit was crazy. Yeah, he did him dirty. I said, yeah, fuck him. I don't believe nothing he say ever again. And after that, we've been going in on him ever since. That was early on. And she had access to these same documents. You understand? She read documents like how we read documents over here. So how is it I came across these documents? I realized earlier that this nigga full of shit. But for 4 months after, you still believe in everything Tony Busby put out. Yeah, right? 4 months later, you believe in everything he puts out. It comes out that he dropping lawsuits. He ain't able to study law in New York. And she just spit out of that. And now it was fuck Tony Busby. He's ain't credible. I'm like, oh shit, how the fuck you just do that? Like, how do you go so gun-ho on one side and just be able to flip back and people, they don't raise no alarms? Nobody be like, yo, hold up, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know, y'all. Must not be real people. I know I'm gonna call a motherfucker out. You lead me to believe something for motherfucking 7 months and then flip out of it and don't take no accountability, don't apologize for nothing. I'm gonna be like, yo, hold up, y'all. No, hell no. I don't know. I might not be following the right pages. I come to you for real news. You over this bitch spinning me like a top. So this bitch spinning me like a top. I think that shit down here off too. Like, why the fuck is they cutting people's lights off? What's up, Kimberly? Ain't nobody on them tapes, bro. Look, everybody coming outside. What the fuck's up with the lights? Yeah, that shit cut off too. Cutting everybody's shit off. Fuck going on? Fuck, they trying to save money? Yeah, but ain't nobody on no tapes, y'all. That's another thing that we've been telling people the whole time. Ain't nobody on them tapes. Diddy and his girlfriends is on them tapes, yo. Diddy wasn't freaking off with the music industry, y'all. You can't freak off. The level of freaky shit he was doing, you think you could do that with just anybody? You can't do that with just anybody. You can't invite people to that. Somebody might you feel me? I mean that's top secret information. That's like Area 51. You feel me? Like you can't tell the world about that. Hell no. That's some shit we doing behind closed doors. This shit's better left. You better not even speak on the freak off. Look, it was so sacred. It was so sacred that 50 baby mother didn't even know that Diddy was freaking off with Cassie. She probably thought she was the only one. He ain't never relayed that information. He ain't used the same sex workers. She probably wanted to call the Punisher one day. Look, I'm thinking interested in bringing her home. He probably like, nah, we ain't fucking with the Punisher. She probably like, why? she probably like, why we can't fuck with the Punisher? That nigga changed the subject, man. He had no answer for. Weird sex workers. Where's Dawn and all these guys? Are they gonna back any of these frames? Hold up, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me check this app real quick. See what the fuck going on. Man, let's see, 1,300 people. Power is out. How the fuck I gotta be one of them fucking people, man? Really? I gotta get my keys. Charge my phone. This shit phone. Like, ain't even nothing going on. Like, how the fuck is power out? Ain't no storms. Ain't no trees down. Shit phone. That's some bullshit. Hey, I wanted to show y'all motherfucking Doshi. I think that's a motherfucking name. I knew they was gonna try to pull a move, get people riled up. Mad as a bitch, man. Turn the lights out. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, that R. Kelly, y'all gotta watch that live we did earlier. That R. Kelly information is crazy. Yo, the way that they convicted R. Kelly, I didn't know that's what they did. I do remember them saying something. Hold on. I do remember them saying something about the girl, Ezreal Clary, and finding out about another girl. But I didn't know that's when she flipped on R. Kelly. I ain't know that. And I also didn't know that an informant is the one that gave her that information. I mean, but how else would she find that out? How did that? That is crazy. R. Kelly case ready to get overturned. R. Kelly case ready to get overturned, y'all. Within the next year or two. But that's starting to look like the standard operation. You know, when they come down with these charges on people, they let them sit for a minute, then they overturn it. They did it with Bill Cosby. They did it with Harvey Weinstein. They lock him up for a few years on trumped up charges, then they overturn the case. What's up, True Angel? Wrong what it is. That's starting to look like that's what they do. Like that's the game plan. Let me get off this live, call my peoples. And make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, make sure y'all watch this live, check out the last live on R. Kelly. It's another day of QG News, and I'm out.